Yo, what's up, guys? What is going on? Hope everybody's doing well. Just brief little review on yesterday's game, Manchester United versus Brentford, 3-1. Funny enough, I didn't catch the last goal. I did hear because I was getting ready to go to work, but it was a long time coming. Brentford, so many opportunities, so many chances. They could have probably have won this game. The only difference, I think, was that Manchester United, although played phenomenally well from what I last saw them, because I don't see them anymore because they're not showing any of the games. They weren't perfect. By no means were they perfect, but it's night and day really what Carrick did. And Brentford missed on so many opportunities, especially with that number 9, Thiago. He had so many wasted opportunities and opportunities that needed to go. You can't even say like they were difficult chances. No. That one play from Otara that took on 2-3 players, ends up giving him this beautiful ball and just hesitated. I get that. You want to make sure that that ball is going to go in. But shooting it also guarantees if you're that confident and you're that good of a striker and you just have that scent for goal, that parfum for goal, that should have been you didn't need to hook it in. You didn't need to dribble 1-2 players. You just should have shot the ball low, high, whatever, with enough power and precision, and nothing Lamens was gonna do about that. No goalie, Courtois, anybody. You could resurrect prime Buffon. That ball would have gone in. So to think that this guy is going to be probably Brazil's number 9, I don't. Maybe I'm wrong, and he ends up having he kills it. He has a killer, stunning World Cup. But so far, seeing him play yesterday, I have seen him play in the past, and he looked decent enough. But to be number 9 in Brazil, I don't know. So it was a long time coming in Brazil. Brentford absolutely deserved to score that goal, and had they been a little bit more clinical and better with the finishes, and just taking those opportunities, they would have won this game. Absolutely, I think they would have won this game. Having said that, Manchester United were phenomenal. They were great. Again, from last time I've seen them play, they do belong in the Champions League. I want to say that they do belong in the Champions League because I believe that they're going to get more people to come in, maybe some people to leave the club. But so far, they've done everything to merit a Champions League football. Absolutely. And they're actually entertaining to watch now. And Bruno Fernandes, guys, Bruno Fernandes was just elite. Where would Manchester United be? Honestly, like many people have said it before, where would they be without Bruno Fernandes? But there's a crutch too that they depend on Bruno Fernandes, because anytime they got to the final third, my God, Šeško, Mbeumo, Amad Diallo have always depended on something from Bruno Fernandes to create, to generate, to just come up with an idea to beat this. And they had plenty of space also, and they had the numbers. Everything was going in their favor, and always depending on a Bruno Fernandes. And he came through. 8 out of 10 of these balls that ended up going for Mbeumo or a chance for Šeško, like the goal that he ended up giving Šeško instead of, I think it was Mbeumo, it came from Bruno Fernandes. And he was just locked in. He was dialed in. Just absolutely incredible performance from Bruno Fernandes. And I did say last year, I think it was, that Real Madrid had the opposite problem of what Manchester United have, which is they never replaced a Cruz or a Modric, and this guy, Bruno Fernandes, would be ideal. I could be wrong and he gets there and it just doesn't work out, but I think that's the kind of player that Real Madrid need. Now, I don't think Manchester United are going to get rid of Bruno. Like, I think it was last season or a season before that, where rumors were that he was going to go to Saudi or something like that. I think he's still, what is he, 31, 32? I think he still has like 5-6 more years in him. He could pull off a Modric easily. He's that good. And simple as that, look, there were a lot of chances from, Otara, Thiago, Damsgaard that was really good in this game along with Jensen, breaking through those lines and just finding these open spaces for Thiago, Otara, Kadoye. Oh my God, Kadoye was absolutely insane. If he only had a little bit better ball retention or just was a little bit more technical with the ball, sometimes he was giving his teammates very difficult passes, and then he would get upset that they wouldn't get to him. I guess because he just feels that he himself could get to those balls. I think he'd be elite, and I'm sure he's not going to stay at Brentford. I'm sure other big teams are eyeing him because the effort and recovery that Kadoye would make was insane. You would see him like from outside the screen, just coming into the screen and just going all the way back to defend and being actually the last one, even past the goalkeeper. The energy and the physicality, you just can't beat Kadoye. He was absolutely great. So just a little bit more on the ball, just a little bit more, polish that up, and he'd be a great fullback. I still think he's a good fullback. But like I was saying, Jensen and Damsgaard just finding spaces, and especially in that right hand side inside the box, they had like 3 consecutive chances where I don't know how Casemiro, Dalo, I don't know who was there that could not cover. They could not see that. It was like a blind spot for Manchester United, and thankfully they weren't up to the task to be able to, and they had plenty of space. Brentford had plenty of space to be able to do something, to be able to score, to tap it in, to do something, and thankfully they didn't. So again, it's not like Manchester United were horrible, but there were those mistakes defensively that they did mess up. And then again in the front, they would get there, they would pass, they would break the line, they would find open space all the time with Bruno Fernandes. But it's like they needed Bruno Fernandes to come up with an idea to generate, to be the brain behind the attack, and I felt that worked against them. So far Manchester United is living up to the hype, and Brentford didn't play bad by any means, just wasn't good in the end with the finishing, and looking forward to see what happens in next year's Champions League. Anyways guys, that's all I got for today. PSG versus Bayern real soon. Looking forward to that. I'm putting my money on PSG, but that comeback they did in the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich coming back 4-3, that was Bayern sending a message to PSG, so we'll see what happens there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next